devil in a red dress. Call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang, bang, got my hand on the trigger. The devil in a red dress. Call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang, bang, got my hand. Call
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see on the wall, today is PDW Day. Little tiny PDWs for personal defense. Great firearms to tuck about on your person, low key, because today we're talking about civilian, low pro, low vis, low key kit. Also, just kind of general SHTF stuff, and also maybe even a little War Game Wednesday on Thursday. So let's go ahead and get into it. So, first off, I need to address the elephant in the room. Tuesday, I usually do a show around 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and usually do Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Well, on Tuesday, I had a show lined up. It was a show where we were going to discuss the development and the growth and development of the M16, the AR-15, the M4, the M4A1, all the things, all the great things that have come with it, and the things that we learned over time, where these barrels were bulging and these things occurred, which the SOCOM profile barrel was created, and all whatever, all this stuff. And I was gonna have a great guest on, and then I fell asleep. That was my bad. So my apologies to keep you guys waiting. That was me. It was my bad. But great news. We're going to have the individual on another day. And yeah, we're going to talk about the, honestly, it's really, really great, like little key things that honestly, a lot of times we take for granted nowadays with the reliability. Even stuff that comes with like very, very basic entry level lower cost items. So, which has kind of made, partly what made the AR the American rifle, of today. So anyway, we're going to get on that later. We're going to do another show. Shout out to Jova for being an awesome individual and being willing to reschedule. So let's go ahead and jump into it. I so appreciate all of you guys coming in and hanging out. I'm Dark with DLD After Dark. We do a live show every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, usually around 10 or 10:30 or so, but Eastern, of course. And if you're watching this for the first time, then I would actually recommend that you come over and chat. Or if you're on mobile, I guess you would come below and chat and hang out, spend some time with us. These people in the chat are probably the dopest people in the world. You're going to get to know them and love them. And if you get any value from the show this evening, then I would recommend that you maybe even subscribe, maybe even share it with your mom, maybe even your mom's box. We'll see. But if usually YouTube doesn't like to share my content with the masses. I don't know why, I'm not sure why. I don't know. Maybe you guys could tell me why. But either way, we all know why. Either way, we're going to go ahead and get into it. We usually take the next 10 minutes or so to greet all of our channel members because our channel members are honestly the ones that give us the most support, and they're the ones that help us keep the literal lights on. And if you're watching this the next day or the next day or the next day, then do me a favor and just drop a little comment. Say, Recapitulation Syndication, say Replay Mafia. Shout out to Razor JB. Razor JB, I haven't seen you in a minute. I'm getting a little concerned. Hope you're okay. I usually see you in the playbacks. So yeah. Replay Mafia, Recapitulation Syndication, Reheating the Leftovers, Fried Beans, all the stuff, all the creative stuff that you guys say. Just drop a comment. And we'll go ahead and jump into it. So what we'll do is we'll greet who was first tonight. Then we're going to go through and greet all the channel members because a little more than 86% of all of the channel support comes from channel members like you guys. So I appreciate y'all so much. So first in chat this evening was your boy, Live Life. Appreciate you so much, man. We'll do one crisp high five. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you so much. And let's go through and say what's up to all the channel members. This usually takes about 10 minutes, just so you guys know. Eric Stockbridge, brother, great to see you. Also a channel member. Appreciate you coming in and hanging out. We got Mike McClune, the Goon, channel member extraordinaire, and also a moderator. So better put some spec on his name. Joe Vacu, brother, there you are. Great to see you. Also a moderator. Appreciate you. Let's see. Eric Stockbridge, Joe Vacu, Mike McClune, the Goon, Blue Curtain Burner, brother. Great to see you. Also a channel member. Appreciate you, brother. Who is this guy? I have no idea. T for Tejas, my guy. Great to see you, man. Appreciate you, brother. Also a channel member. A Day, what's up, fam? Also a channel member. Appreciate you. Let's see. Eric Stockbridge, Live Life. T for Tejas. Zanti Misfit, brother. Great to see you as well. Also a channel member. Appreciate you, my guy. Man, I feel like I'm losing my voice already, which we're probably going to have to keep the show a little short tonight. My apologies. I don't know if it's just the area in Virginia. The weather is starting to get like a little bit warmer, so I think it's just that like funk in the air, maybe a little pollen, a little tree mold, a little something, but it's definitely messing with my sinuses. Zanti Misfit, brother, great to see you. Gord, great to see you. Also a channel member, appreciate you, brother. Zanti. Misfit from Zanti. Gort, great to see you. Mike McClune, the Goon. Let's see. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anybody here. Gort, Eric Stockbridge, Zanti, Misfit, Mark Legon. Great to see you, brother. Also a channel member. Appreciate you. T Forte Haas, Gort, Mark Legon. Legon. Great to see you. Legon. Legon. Maybe we could do a little French. Omelette du fromage. Santi Misfit. Excuse me. Lightning McQueen, brother, great to see you. Also a channel member, appreciate you. Agorizer, brother, great to see you as well. Also a channel member. Hey, there he is, Johnny Threeba. Great to see you, man. I feel like I haven't seen you in a minute, man. Or maybe sometimes I miss people in chat, dude. I don't mean to. It's just hard, you know. Chats are rolling. Lightning McQueen, Zanti Misfit, Senor Gort, 10 p.m. sharp. Absolutely. Well, I did say we're going to do 10:30. I was actually on with the turkeys because today is March 20th, which is 320. So they had a 320 conversation over there on the tactical turkeys. So I figured it would be a good time to come in and chat with them and talk about Glock supremacy. I'm just kidding. Excuse me. Woof. Okay, Zanti Misfit, Agorizer, Lightning McQueen. Let's see, Lightning McQueen. Let's see what else we got. Johnny Ba, Mike McLuhan the Goon, Gord, Agorizer. Hey, there they are. What's up, brother? Great to see you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you having me on, man. You know, it's cool. It's fun. Talking about Glock supremacy. I'm just kidding. Agorizer, Mark, let's see. CNT Designs and Arms, brother, great to see you. Not only is he a channel member, he's also a moderator. Great to see you, brother. Let's see. Gord, CNT Misfit, Agorizer. Hey, look at this. CNT Designs and Arms. 36 months, bro. That's crazy. Sup, my perps. Love you all. We love you too. We love you right back, my guy. Appreciate you, man. Mike McLuhan, Eric Stockbridge. Let's see. Fluffy Bunny, brother. Great to see you. Also a channel member. Appreciate you, brother. Let's see. CNT Designs and Arms. Hey, Tavar, man. Great to see you. What up, DLD? Been a minute. Good to have you. Good to have you. Agorizer, Fluffy Bunny. Let's see who else we got. Fluffy Bunny, Arsenal. Mike McLuhan, the Goons, Zanti, CNT, Agorizer, Mike McLuhan, Eric Stockbridge, Fluffy Bunny, CNT. Sorry, I just want to make sure I don't miss anybody here. Chill. And all the other honorable mentions, you know, I love all y'all. Appreciate y'all. Glad that you're here. And no, we're doing it on YouTube. I wanted to do this on YouTube. Yeah, you know, I thought it was a good idea to do it on YouTube because, look, I do feel like the folks that are not coming over to the Green Place are just not going to. And look, if you're just never gonna come over to the Green Place on Bumble with an R, drop a 2 in chat. Just let me know if you're never gonna go over there. And I one of the reasons that, you know, I keep coming back and doing stuff on YouTube and then just occasionally doing stuff over there at the Green Place is because I don't want to leave the folks over here you know, just like not able to access, you know, the live streams and live shows. I mean, to be fair, okay, to be fair, what's up, Sandwich Chef? Good to see you. To be fair, though, I make it as easy and simple and seamless as possible. And I need you guys to know this, okay? So I could just go on the Green Place. We call it the Green Place, just to, you know, because y'all know how Jota be doing it. So I could just go do a live stream over there, start it, run it, end it, and boom, be done. But because I don't want to leave people out, especially people that are over here, especially, I mean, they're channel members over here that, you know, I don't want to leave y'all hanging, you know? So it's important that I let y'all know about the content. So if I do something over there at the Green Place, what I do is I come over to YouTube, I start a live stream, I post it up there. I put a big thing that says we're live over on the Green Place, right? And then, so I have to do 2 whole separate live streams. And then I grab the link of like the direct link to the show. And then I go in chat. I post it in chat. So people that come over, they're like, oh, DLD is live. And then all they see is, hold on, just so I can show y'all. And all you see is if you see that, if you come over here and all you see is, then what you need to do is you need to go over to the live chat, and there is a link that is pinned in the live chat. If you click that link that's pinned in the live chat, it will literally take you right over there, like one click away. So if you're like, oh, DLD's live, and then you come here and then you see that we're live over at the Green Place, you could go to live chat, which you don't have to click anything. Live chat is there, and you could just go one click to get you over there. So I try to make it as easy as possible. I literally have to set up 2 live streams just to do it. I want you guys to come over there when we do it. And it's, it's way more free. You can say and do whatever you want. I can literally hold up tools like right in front of the camera and be like, check this out. I built this using this and this and this. And, here's a common issue and a situation that we holding stuff up and literally like diagnosing stuff that like Red Dawn had some stuff going on with his Glock. So we were able to talk about that. And we also got MGB on the phone and talk through some of that stuff. So anyway, I say all this to say, I know like adopting a whole new platform is a pain. And actually, even like for me personally, it took me like years to even adopt it as a user, as an account, to get an account as a user. Because like at the time, like I used to watch like Steven Crowder, all sorts of stuff where they were going over there, y'all know how like he does it. He'll literally go up and then they'll put this like, we're talking about stuff that's too spicy, so we're over there on the Green Place. So and for so long it was like you miss a lot more of the topics and all that. So that, and then there were a bunch of other people that were going over there exclusively. So I was like, you know what, I'm just going to make an account. And then back then, anything, so I synced the channels. So for the Bumble with an R and YouTube, anything that I posted on YouTube, it would back up on there too. Well, like a year ago, they stopped doing that. So anything, it can't write over to the Green Place. So if I upload something to YouTube, it won't automatically go over to the Green Place anymore. So, and they did that on purpose to be vindictive and just flat out mean, and that ain't cool. But anyway, I say all that to say, the people that are just like, yo, I am never gonna go over to Rumble. I get it. I understand that. It took me years to do it as well, even as a content creator, as a streamer. It took me years to do it because I just honestly just didn't want to. But I also listened to what everyone else said. So everyone else was like, "Oh, it's the platform isn't really up to snuff. It's not really that good. It's not really ready for like use. It's totally fine. There are some bugs and some issues. Like the thing that, oh man, if they're listening right now, they're not. Well, actually, they could be because I am working with Rumble directly. Just so y'all know. The issue that I have that just drives me absolutely insane is if I'm watching something on Rumble that's like an hour, okay, and I get 15 minutes into it, and I'm like, you know what, this is something that I really want to watch. I'm going to cast it onto my TV, and I get 15, 20, 30 minutes into it. When I cast it onto the TV, it starts literally all the way at the beginning, and my phone doesn't work as a remote control. So it's a pain. There's like these little things that like y'all got to fix that, man. Come on. Anyway, so yeah, that's that. Let's go ahead and get into it. But before we do so, I need to get me a drink.
Hold on a sec. I'm gonna get me a beer.
Anyway, yeah. So we got a bunch of little PDWs up there on the wall. We got the little 4.75-inch AR at the blue Cerakote. We got the MP5 PDW, and that does have the binary trigger in it. I actually have the 11.5 Gisley up there with a 2.26-inch height Unity fast mount, and I got that Goombane. at Goombane. And I got the 5 and some change, just like 5 1/4 inch 5.56 cannon from AB Suppressors on there. That thing has been awesome. I like that a whole lot. I did have, man. Well, hang on. So we'll back up a little bit. Also have the little 6.5 inch 12 gauge. So this, thank you, AI. So this thing is cool. It is a 6.5 inch barrel, 12 gauge. It is an AOW. It is an NFA item, and it's got that little fold out grip. It's a super, super solid grip. Bro, that thing is a hoot to shoot straight up. It is a beast. It is a monster. Then we got some Gen 5 Glocks. So we got the Gen 3 Marconi slide with the Cerakote done by Arcane Tactical. And then we have the Beretta M9A3 with the can on it. And then you can't really tell because my logo is currently blocking it, but there we'll move that. That is the 14.5 inch Mossberg 590 Shockwave with an SBA4 grip. And it's funny because it's got the Velcro shot card on it, right? And it's funny because when I used to see dudes with Velcro shot cards on their shotguns, I would like literally laugh inside. I'd be like, tee, like you got Velcro. Like, why would you ever put like the dumbest, like cheapest, stupid little shotgun card on your gun? Like you're literally putting like 3M sticky stuff on your receiver. Like, dude, that's so dumb. And then one day I watched the James Reeves what was it? I think it was the Mossberg or the Maverick 88 shotgun. They just beat the crap out of the Maverick 88, which is a great like $200 shotgun, by the way. And he's running the gun, and he runs through what's in the tube, and then he runs through what's in the shot card, and then he rips it off, throws it away, and then pulls another one out of his kit and slaps it on and goes back to work. And I'm like, oh, that's what that's for. So obviously, I felt so dumb when I finally realized that, because of course that's what it's for, bro. Like what? So yeah, if you get a bunch of those and they're only like $15, they are super, super solid too. So like it's not something that's like disposable. I would still consider it a consumable because, after a while you use it a bazillion times. Like, yeah, maybe it'll start to tear or start to give or maybe even start to get loose. But I'll tell you what, out of the several that I have, I've not even had one get loose. This one, the nice machined aluminum shot shell holder on the side, bro, I'm never gonna use those again, ever, because literally you can put the 6 rounds, so that's a 2+1, 2 in the tube, 1 in the pipe, right? So that's 3 rounds. Obviously, I know y'all can add 3 rounds and then, run the pump back, throw 1 in the tube, close it, flip it over, throw another 2 in, and then boom, I got 3 rounds. Turn it over again, load load the breech, whatever, turn it over again, boom, boom, load that, and then it's empty. Then I got nothing left. And unless obviously, I have plenty of other ways of stowing shotgun shells on my person, right? But if you don't have a kit that is set up to literally like put shotgun cards like in your kit, they do fit in areas where like AR magazines fit in. Generally you could kind of like stretch them out a little bit, right? Because they're a hair bigger, but dude, it's totally worth it. My bad, I have not been looking at chat. Yes, 100%. Shell cards are like magazines, but for non-mag fed shotties. That's what I'm saying. They're perfect, dude. I cannot believe that I did not realize. It's just like in my head at that point, and it was I was much younger in my shotgunning career, right? At that point, it was like the only rounds that were the rounds that were in the gun and the rounds that were on the gun were the only ones that were in play. And then of course whatever you could fit on your body. So those Safari Land little 2-shot shell holders, bro. And shout out to my boy Matt. Yeah, I love you, bro. You've done so much. You sent a couple of those. You sent the knives. You know who you are. Love you, bud. Hope you're well, by the way. Anyway, he sent a couple of these little Safari Land shotgun shell carriers that are for your belt. They only take up like 1.5 inches of belt space. So if you have like any dead space on your belt and you're running a shotgun, bro, you could pop 3 or 4 of those all along your belt and like barely notice that they're even there, right? I also have kind of been tempted, and I'll grab them when my guest comes in. I'll go grab them so I can show you guys what I'm talking about. But it's perfect because you can. I think there's a couple things. Shotguns are the most like diverse platforms you can run, especially if you're talking like SHTF WROL situation. Shotguns just you can do the most with them, but of course there are some inherent issues with shotguns. Range, of course, you're looking at 100 yards and in usually, and then also capacity. Your capacity is intensely diminished in a shotgun versus something like an AR or something like that. Drewski, brother, great to see you, man. Appreciate you coming in and hanging out, my guy. Lifetime, Chenamemba. Stifler Manufacturing, brother, great to see you. Also, I had heard that Stifler Manufacturing was going to be going on the Shooting in the Woods podcast next week. So next Wednesday, it's going to be on the Green Place. But don't worry, for those of you that we just talked about the whole Rumble thing. If you're just never going to go on that platform, that's okay, because Shooting Gallery Joe also uploads it like the following week too. So Stifler Manufacturing is going to be going on the Shooting in the Woods podcast. They're going to be talking about their company, the slides that they make, and if you guys haven't checked them out, you need to check out their website, and also they got a store on eBay too. Actually, if you just literally were to search Gen 3 Glock slides on like eBay or something like that, there's no way you cannot see their stuff. They got a whole bunch of really cool slides, the Leonidas, the Zoom. Just go check them out. They make some really dope stuff. And if you use code DARK, you actually save some money as well. Now, full transparency, I don't get anything like they don't like kick me anything or anything at all. Like it's just homies helping homies, right? Just like we, shout out Goombeam all the time because Goombeam makes some of the best tactical lights in the world. And yeah, they're awesome. I would be showing off my little handheld like this, but it is currently charging. I got to charge it at least once a year, and it's currently charging right now. But yeah, so go to their website and check out Stifler Manufacturing. They make some dope stuff. And let's see. Well, I missed one chat that I wanted to address too. Nothing to it but to cough it out and get used to chicken soup. Oh, is someone sick? Are you talking about me? I do definitely have I got that like allergy under the weather kind of voice going on. So that probably means that I'm in the process of getting sick. Flying Rich, great to see you. Also a channel member and a moderator. Appreciate you, brother. Oh, I am mad behind Chris from the 740, brother. Great to see you. Just so you know, Chris from the 740 also has a great YouTube channel. He does a lot of great content. He does it the right way too. Like he posts, first impressions of a firearm, then what's in the box, then first shots with it, then cleaning and lubrication video. Like the dude goes ham, like just on one firearm he'll do like 10 videos. So shout out to you, Chris from the 740, for putting in the work, man. Tech Money, brother, great to see you, man. Appreciate you. Juro Mirror, great to see you, man. Appreciate you coming in and hanging out as well. Liberty can't be canceled. All you guys. Hey, Flying Rich with a $20. Oh, sorry, that's a $2 super chat. And he says, Stickman. That's what he's. I'm just kidding, Rich. So we have this little beef over the guy, and you guys could let me know in chat. So if I show you this, and also we are going to be doing a poll. Sorry, I didn't want to burp right into the mic, and we're going to be bringing the guests on in just a sec. So this is our knife company, Definition Knives. We put our heart and soul into this. Definition Knives. If you look, that is DK, right? But DK like this is the little stick man. Now, I call him a stick man because it makes sense, because he's a little stick man, right? But Rich calls him a kanji guy, which honestly doesn't make sense. This is the bird shot, and this is in your mom's box. This is the 8CR13 MOV steel. We got a bunch of knives. We actually got 5 knives, and we got more knives coming in, and we're starting launch 2. Let's go. And lots of exciting things that I can't talk about. So thank you, Flying Rich, for the super duper chat. Appreciate you, brother. And yeah, lots of really cool things to come in. So stick around. If you don't know, dude, Definition Knives is we've come very far in a very short period of time. And I actually have an announcement that I was going to wait for Rich to come on and have him and I do the announcement together. But because he took the last announcement from me and did it without me being there, I'm going to announce it tonight. Maybe I'll call Rich and have him be on speakerphone when I announce probably one of the biggest pieces of growth that Definition Knives has ever experienced. Huge deal. But no, Rich, I'm joking. I love you. But yeah, let's go ahead and keep it moving. Tech Money, Chris for the 740, G23Z, great to see you, man. CNT Designs and Arms, FGM, top 5 in whatchamacallit, in engagement this month. FGM, appreciate you, bro. Love you, man. J-Paz, Chanamimba, great to see you, man. Appreciate you coming in and hanging out as well. All you guys, if I missed you, I know I already did the intro. I'm just catching up on some of the new folks that came in. Robert Hambro, blessings to you and your wife, man. I know you said that your wife had a surgery. Blessings to you and your family. And may God bless you and your wife in her recovery, and I'll certainly pray for you. Also, I heard that it was Mike Hinn's birthday today, so happy birthday to Mike Hinn, bro. And bro, Jason Shell just placed an order, I think today or yesterday, for some knives from Definition Knives. So I'm gonna throw in a stack of stickers like this big for you, dog. Even like the DLD, the ATF stickers, all that. We're going in, and you get to enjoy these delightful brand new boxes, bro, with the magnet closure. Dog, these things are so sick. But more on that later, because we're going to be sharing some really cool stuff about the growth of Definition Knives and all the incredible things that are going on. So yeah, let me make sure I didn't miss anyone, and we'll go ahead and pull the nice, man. Good for you. I quit vaping all the time. It's it was Mark Twain that said, quitting smoking is the easiest thing to do. I do it all the time. But congratulations, nevertheless. So I ordered 2 DK knives today, my first ones. Heck yeah, bro. I saw the order come through. I will get it in and get it out. So I appreciate you. Whoever ordered that Copilot, I've been trying to call you for like 15 days, and you're not returning my calls. And I'm like, yo, do you want to wait for the Copilot? You want me to send you another one? I'm pretty convinced at this point that you're just not a real human being, and a bot ordered that Copilot because they're out of stock. But we actually have a bunch on the way. So Putang. Yo, great to see you. I love you, Putang. You're the man. And I just am grateful for you. So thank you. Let's go ahead and get it started. So, guys, thank you so much for tuning in and hanging out. We are going to this evening talk about a bunch of different things, but we're going to be jumping in probably. I mean, usually we change subjects all over the place. We're going to be talking about low pro, low vis kit as a civilian. The last thing you want to do is just throw on full kit and go outside if the shenanigans hit the fanigans. But you know what? We need to reconsider like ways, how do we equip ourselves with as much equipment as possible without looking like we're, militarized, or that we look like the police or whatever, or just look like a threat? How do we look as low key as possible but equip ourselves with as much equipment as we possibly can? And a person that I think, hey Rip, great to see you, brother. A person that I think is more than equipped to have this conversation is your boy Chips Ahoy, Red Dawn Readiness. Red Dawn, brother, great to see you, man. Appreciate you coming in.
Good to see you. Good to see you. What's happening, everybody? Good to see you guys in the chat. It's your boy Red Dawn on all platforms, including Rumble, X, some other ones, Instagram,
the Grams,
YouTube, all of them. So yeah, me and Dark, we're gear nerds. We love gear. And
I'm sorry. Co-pilot, more like glow pilot. Am I right? That's great. My bad. Go ahead.
Oh, that is good. What's up, Flying Rich, Eric Stockbridge, Liberty Can't Be Canceled. I love that name. Gerard Muir. What's going on, you guys? Good to see you. CNT Designs. What's happening, fellas?
Does RDR have lipstick on? What is this?
No, my lips are actually like super chapped today. I was like, why are my lips so chapped?
He just moisturizes. That's all.
Yeah.
FGM, brother, great to see you, man.
What's up, that green man?
Yeah, so you are Red Dawn Readiness on all platforms. I was like fat gray man. No, Red Dawn Readiness, because we were just talking about him. There was a little confusion at one point about you were Red Dawn remixed, Red Dawn refugee. What was it? On
Red Dawn redacted.
Redacted, yeah. There was some confusion.
Red Dawn demonetized.
Yes, Red Dawn restricted.
Restricted.
Red Dawn age restricted. Yes, but rest assured that if you look up Red Dawn Readiness, not Frederick Donegan, look up Red Dawn Readiness. You will find them on all platforms. And describe yourself for the brothers and sisters that are here tonight that are curious about why they should listen to you.
Oh man, I'm just a regular American, freedom-loving, constitutionalist Christian who wants to keep his family and community safe, prepare for the worst that life can throw at you, spiritually prepare for ups and downs and pitfalls in life, someone who tries to become a slightly better person every day, because that is a massive journey. And I just try to do the best I can to set a good example for other people when it comes to being prepared, being a good father, being a good husband, and following Jesus Christ, and just being your average Wolverine.
Heck yeah, appreciate that, man. And can I ask a quick question? Because I've noticed, which you didn't say yes, but it's assumed. I've noticed that since you and I, specifically Josh, myself, and you, and Rich too, Rich does this too, we've made a bit of an effort on not cursing. And I think we've done pretty well. There are times where we kind of we're all dirty sinners, right? So there are times where we kind of slip back into like our dirty sinning ways. But for the most part, I'd say that we've done really good. I'm just kidding. That we've done really well on not cursing. But tell me this: have you noticed that there are some other people around us that have also kind of started to police their language a little bit more too. Like
Yes.
even other channels, bro, that I've noticed, I'm like, yo, they're not cursing as much anymore.
And I could be better. I can't lie. The Italian comes out of me once in a while, and some of the words that I've grown up hearing for too long come out of me. But I did tell you that I've come up with a new word that I could substitute for curse words.
That's right. That's right.
Which is charcuterie.
Charcuterie. Excellent word. Yeah. All this stupid charcuterie we got to deal with.
What in the charcuterie is happening in our government?
I started saying, what in the heck? That's
charcuterie has that like prestige to it.
It does. It does. It's got that.
You know
It's got that
charcuterie?
certain je ne sais quoi. Jenna said what? Shout out to what was that? The Quiznos commercials back then.
I love the Book of Genesis.
Jenna said what? What did Jenna say? No, for real. Did she say something about me? Yeah. What about the Book of Genesis?
Je ne sais quoi.
Oh, je ne sais quoi.
Isn't that like French for the Book of Genesis?
No, absolutely not. It's like a certain je ne sais quoi, which is like a certain something, like a yeah. Anyway,
it's the French word for whatchamacallit.
Yeah, exactly. It's got a certain something I can't describe with anything other than this word that's indescribable. It's a feeling. Charcuterie. LOL. Ha ha ha. Thank you. Appreciate that. Let's see. I mean, define cursing, because most people make assumptions about what is and isn't and what certain books say about it. That's not contextually accurate. So this is true. So let me, if I may, I'd like to explain kind of where this is coming from and why. Do I think saying naughty words is bad or a sin? Not necessarily. There are some things in the Bible where, basically, talking about, getting the filth out of your mouth, or it's not so much of what goes in your mouth, like food and sustenance. It's about what comes out of your mouth. There's a couple things in the Bible where it's referenced, but there is one thing that and we weren't getting in here to have a whole discussion of the Bible, but this is, part of our life that we choose to live. So, feel free to stick around and listen to it, and we'll get into the gear talk in a second. But it's not necessarily like a sin to say naughty words. However, if from the perspective of people coming in and tuning in and listening to us, and if they come in and they watch us and they like what they see, and they're dudes just like us, and we just have foul mouths and are cursing left and right, and then at the end we're like, Christ is king, all this, and we're telling everyone that we're followers of Christ and that we intend to be like Christ every day, then it probably isn't a good idea. It's not a good look for the whole, the whole bride of Christ. But then also, here's the other piece. If something that I say is nasty or foul or filth or whatever, if I say something that could potentially discourage someone else in their walk with Christ, then that is a sin, even if it's something it's done like indirectly or on accident. So it's just some things that I'm considering. Is it bad or is it a sin? And maybe not necessarily,
it's just
but
not in good taste all the time.
Yeah,
There's a level of getting across information to people without having to do that. And I think you want to maintain a certain level of sophistication, like charcuterie,
professionalism.
I think that you definitely have a better look, and just want to set a good example for other people, like Dark was saying.
Facts. Now, Red Dawn, tonight you have on overalls. Let's talk about that.
Oh, these are just my bedtime overalls. I usually sleep in these.
They are M81 overalls, right?
They are. They're my M81 overalls that hold 90 rounds.
Nice.
I have 2 more pouches on the way because you can actually put 2 pouches back here, which will
Nice.
take away from the slimness because this thing is like so tight against the body, and I love that. I kind of wish it took double stacks, but then that might just add more fabric and add stuff. So this is the Helicontext Chicom rig. And I have 2 Chaos research pouches that have a little flap here where right now there's just some liquid IV. I actually decided to run the dangler because it can take a dangler also, which I thought, let me put medical in this, and then I can use these as actual utility pouches because they are a little small for like chest seals and Israeli bandages. And then I thought, well, I could split up my medical and have some of it here and some of it here, and I didn't like that idea either. I kind of like that it's all in one place. Someone could like flip this up, remove the Velcro, and rip it off of me. They probably wouldn't even have to remove the Velcro to rip it off, but if they had to, they could. And yeah, it's super lightweight. And honestly, I go to the range and I train with like my full-size chest rig. And even at times in that, I'm like, I have on more equipment than everybody here, which is not always a bad thing.
Yeah.
But I just constantly am trying to figure out ways to slim down my load and streamline what I'm wearing. That way, if I took the dangler off and the side pouches and carried like put a shirt over this, it probably would be hard to see from a distance that I have 90 rounds on. Like a button-up shirt or something I could rip open real quick and access everything.
By the way, can we just say for all those companies out there that are making like the super cool tactical Hawaiian shirts, which typically shirts can't actually be tactical, but a way that they could be tactical is if you do like actual snaps instead of buttons. Like can we get so as
511 makes some good shirts that have it.
That snap. Okay. So Red Dawn and I are going to make a business where we have basically a place for people to go for stuff. We'll just start by saying that. One of the things that we will have to do, and actually I could reach out to my contacts that make these bad boys for me, because guess what? They never advertised to us that they made boxes either. And look how awesome these freaking things came out, right? So maybe what we need to do is hit up the Mom's Box people and be like, yo, can y'all make clothes too? And then we make super dope snap button closure shirts that you could like the old Adidas pants, the tearaway pants.
Yes.
Or instead of making a chest rig, we make leg rigs, and when you go into the heat of battle, you just rip off your pants. We're gonna make leg rigs,
the old 90s basketball players,
and you just rip off your pants when you go into battle.
Go, baby!
But let's do this. Like you're reaching down to your calf for a Magpul 40 rounder. Oh, bro, that would actually be disgusting. Let's not do that. Anyway, I mean, I used to rock a gun on my ankle like all the time. I knew a dude. So this dude would literally wear a shoulder rig, and I love shoulder rigs. I got some in literally hanging up in the closet next to my like jackets and stuff. And I knew a dude that used to put on a shoulder rig, and then instead of wearing a shirt like a button up or a hoodie like half zipped where you can reach in and access your firearm, he would put like a pullover hoodie over it, or like something.
Maybe he was going to go Hulk Hogan on him.
Yes, I'm like, you're rendering the gun. God rest his soul. Owen, love you, bro.
It's part of the entrance when before you draw, you have to just Hulk Hogan your shirt.
Just
Did he cut little V-necks into the top
he
of his shirt?
didn't, but
Like
now that I
that?
think about it, maybe I should have looked harder for it. But I mean that was one thing. The other thing is in Virginia, you can open carry. So, you get a pistol, you're whatever, 19, 20, even 21, 21 and beyond. You can open carry a gun, permitless. He would literally open carry an ankle gun, like with shorts on. I'm like,
So from a distance, you thought he was on house arrest.
yeah, right. Like it looks like he's got like one of those like weighted ankle things that you like run and jog with. More Beta Prince, my guy. Appreciate you, brother. Member, Chana member for 34 months. Appreciate you. He says, evening, getting gear together for a drone gig. Nice, dude. That's what's up, man. Appreciate you so much, man. Did your arms shaved? Did
No.
your arms shaved? Bro, I got the hairiest arms in the world, dog. What are you talking about? Oh, so because I'm still dealing with my hold on. Oh. Because I'm still dealing with my tendon damage, I still have this little copper wrap thing. But dude, it's better. It is getting better. And drinking a gallon of water every 24 hours has been a big piece of that.
Collagen,
And
more collagen in your life now?
yeah, but I ran out of collagen. So and most of these like BS like hair, skin, and nails vitamins don't actually have enough collagen in it for so I got to get something else. Shout out to my boy TJ out there when I told him what was going on. And this is how, y'all, every single show I tell you guys, bless others, because we bless others, we become blessed, because the hand that's open to give is open to receive. Guess what? Homeboy in my church that I just kind of started hooking him up with some gear. He was in need of some stuff. So I blessed him with some stuff, some Goon Beam flashlights, some, sights and, whatever, just stuff like that here and there that I had access to, and I was able to help him. Well, we were talking about my tendon damage, which is getting better, right? It's now back down to just the elbow where it was all the way up through to the trigger finger. It was pretty bad. He was like, stay here, let me run out to my car. He runs out to his car and he comes back with a bottle, almost a full bottle of like 30 tablets of collagen, and he just gave them to me. So
Very nice.
yeah, it was pretty dope. But my tendon damage is still very ouchy. I would file it in the still ouchy department, but it is improved and it is improving. Diet and hydration, electrolytes, collagen, and resting it and making sure that the regeneration is faster than the degeneration. That's the main stuff I'm focused on. So well, talking about micro rigs, or do you have any other, so like would a hoodie cover that up? Do you have a hoodie that you could like throw on real quick? I'm just kind of curious. If not, it's okay. I'm just curious.
Let's see.
So I ask because I picked up a chest rig. It's a micro low vis low pro chest rig, and I showed you guys that recently. I'm going to pick it up and show you guys here again. It's by Victos, and it is a very, very low pro. It looks like a little bag, right? So I'll show. Oh, snap. Dang.
With the dangler. Like,
dang, dude, that's actually pretty impressive.
Yeah, it's super tight against the body. I mean, I look like I'm just a little chunky.
Yeah.
Which is not out of the norm. So, you know,
Just
boom.
dang, dude. That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's actually that's pretty impressive,
If I
dude.
take the dangler off, you'll lose like the bottom pouch. So
Yeah.
it'll just look like I have a little bit of man boobies. Let me see if I can get it. Let me take my headphones off.
Nice. Yeah, samesies. He said, "I'd rather
Look
look
like I
fat."
just have like been drinking a lot.
Yeah, I've been drinking
That's
again.
with the dangler.
That's what's up, dude. Honestly, that looks very similar to the size of the denim chest rig, which is also made by Helicon. Helicon? Is it Helicon?
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 It's also made by Heelys. Um,
Helicon Tex makes some good stuff. Like, is it does the fabric feel like it's like 1,000 D Cordura? No, but
it's still good stuff though.
yeah, it doesn't feel like it's gonna rip on you.
Mhm.
I've used their pouches for quite some time. They actually used to own the direct action backpacks, and like there was
Mhm.
this split between Helicon Tex and direct action, and they just started labeling the backpacks direct action, such as like the Dragon Egg and the Dust and the I forget the other names of the other ones, but
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta look it up. I like having as many options as possible for a kit if you want to grab chest rig or a bag or something. It's good to have as many options as possible for different types of situations. This is believe it or not, it just looks like a little bag, but believe it or not, this is a chest rig, and I have. So you could carry it crossbody like this if you wanted to. It does have the straps, and
like a
I mean,
Merce.
and they're pretty serious metal
When I see a cool dude with a
clicky dude.
Merce, when I'm like, he doesn't look like he like swings the other side. I'm
Yeah,
like, I think
you
I know
already
what
know.
Merce. Yeah.
Yeah, you already know.
I'm like,
Yeah,
yeah.
I've seen that too. Like, especially once you start to shop the gear and you know the bags and all that. I saw a dude rocking the same bag that I got, but he had the black one, and I was like, nice Victos bag," and he was like, "Thanks." And it just kind of like we just kind of clicked from there. And then I actually ran into him at XCal, which we could talk about that in a little bit too. But yeah, basically it looks like the size of a little like lunchbox, but it also has the portion that you could throw it on. What do you call this?
A harness.
Harness. Thank you. Goodness gracious. Sorry, words are hard. So with the harness, or you can remove the harness and just carry it like a little like a lunch bag, or you can throw the crossbody thing on it. So you have several different options, which I love that. But also, even when it's on, I got the headphones on, so I can't really throw it over without taking all my ish off. But so right now, I was messing around with it. So
Wow.
there's three a spot for three PMags on top,
Are those
but
30 rounders or 20?
these are 30 rounders. So
They're-
I actually took one of the PMags out and I put two MP5 mags in there because I was toying with the idea of depending on what I have with me, if I
Mhm.
got the MP5 with me, I'm like, man, I could put six 30 round mags in there, right? And they have the little ties in there. So they're tied down. So, like, even if it was like this, it doesn't, like,
So
weigh it down and open
from
up.
the theory of more ammo is better,
Mm-hmm. 33 round stick mags. Yeah.
are 6 round 9 mil mags better than 3 round rifle mags?
I mean, not necessarily,
Maybe
but
like 4 and 7.
it depends on the application.
Okay.
Why do you ask?
Just curious. I like your answer though. It depends on the application. I completely concur.
Yeah, I mean, so when we were talking, what I was referring to was if you only had your handgun, would it be advantageous to grab a 33 round stick mag? Oh, if you want, we can get the viewers in it too. I would rather have stick mags if I can. Like if I had custom pants that are made to carry 33 round stick mags.
Yeah, if I had
Yes.
a legit way to carry them, it would make total sense. Like
You're like,
total-
"Hey, if I stick them through belt loops, or what'd you say?"
I'd be in the back trying to figure out where to put this, and we'd be just burning time.
But these okay. These 24 rounders are excellent. I love the OEM 24 rounders.
For sure, I do too.
Excuse me. I don't know how long my voice can do this. I'm gonna do my best. But so you got the it's a spot for 30 round mags, right? And they're kind of pinned closed because of the nylon in there. But then you open up the next pouch, right? Now I can set this up a couple different ways. So currently, the way I have it set up is to hold a handgun, and I could either have it set up to hold 4 Glock magazines, and I can actually put up to the 24 round mags in here. So check this out. So here's a 24 rounder. It's just literally right up to the top, or I can put it in one. Like if I take a 17 rounder, I can stick it in just the bottom and have it sit a little deeper. But the dope thing is there's actually a really good Velcro holster in there, if there is such a thing. This is it. And you can actually fit a handgun and 2 magazines in there. But I mean, that's all stuff that I'm probably already going to have on body. So if I need to arm someone else, I can. Or maybe if I'm carrying something that doesn't take standard 9mm Glock mags, then I can have.
I would probably, if I was running that as a chest rig, I'd probably run medical in there and one.
Well, I'm glad you
24
brought
mag.
that up, because
Is there another spot with medical?
there's another spot with medical in there.
Gosh,
So
this is why you need to know all the information going in.
I know it. So this is just basically the firearm and or magazine loadout spot. But even if you push your handgun in there and 2 or 3 mags in there, you can also slip in. I have a little 5.5 inch by 11.5 inch or 10.5 inch level 3A insert that I can put right in there. So when I have it here right over the top of my vitals, I do have a very small amount of threat protection over some of my vitals. So it's not a bad idea, but it's also kind of secondary, and it's not the main thing that I'm focused on. Now, currently I have, look at that, chock full of medical. I have the Boo Boo kit from Prepared Citizen. There you go. If you guys want to shop Prepared Citizen, there's a little QR code for you. Excellent place. That's where I got my Snake Staff Systems tourniquet, which I actually pulled my Snake Staff Systems tourniquet and my NAR tourniquet out. They're in my in the other room because I was putting them in another bag. So typically those would be in here. So I got gauze, I got Mo gauze, and I got chest celios. And I don't know why, dude. Sometimes when you get these, they're just bigger. Like these ones are bigger than the other. I don't know. It just seems like some runs are bigger than others. I also got the Skinafix, which is basically like super glue for your skin if you get cut up. And I know I got the gauze. I don't have the other like bandages, emergency trauma dressing, like the ETDs.
There's something valuable in there right now.
There's a couple things, but also I have my other bag.
The hardest thing to stick in places is the Israeli bandage. It's just so big.
So I usually do the ETDs instead of the Israeli bandages. The ETDs,
What's the ETD?
emergency trauma
Erectile
dressing,
dysfunction.
erectile timed dysfunction. The ETD is the emergency trauma dressing, which
Okay.
is similar to an Israeli bandage, or what we call the
I know
Izzy
what you mean.
bandage, but
They're a little smaller.
yeah, they just take up a little less space. I mean, I love the Israeli bandages. However, in my vehicle where this is, I have a gang of both the emergency trauma dressings and the Israeli bandages and tourniquets. I got like a big EMT, the NAR EMT case in the back of the
Nice.
trunk. And as simple and weird as it may, for real, come on.
Black Diamond Guns and Gear, Josh. Good to see you, bro.
The burn kit, man. This is
Mhm.
man, the best like $6 you can spend.
Yeah, I need to pick up some of those.
Dude, they're great. They're great. Josh with Black Diamond Guns and Gear, brother. Great to see you. And check out Fat Tack Holsters, which we'll be showing a quick little commercial on in a little bit. So stick around. You don't want to miss them. But yeah, this and two tourneys, which go between this and my other bag that I always have on me as well. So it just depends on the situation. But for what it is and the size that it is, to have at least 3 rifle mags or 6 subgun mags, and maybe even a piece of 3A armor. I don't like how it just kind of sits in there though. If I could open the bag up, like have a tailor open the bag up and like custom sew that thing in there, like that would be gangster. But so 3 rifle mags and a pistol and several magazines, or I could just load up all magazines and um some more medical. And then obviously the front is all medical, which I haven't really been running this yet, so I don't have it fully set up. But that's just kind of the rough like idea of how I think I'm probably going to run it. Obviously, with the inclusion of the tourniquets that are usually in my other bag, and I got several of the training tourniquets that work exactly the same as actual tourniquets. So, if you needed to deploy a training tourniquet, no doctor in the world is going to be like, sir, this is blue. This is for training purposes only. Like, I saved their life. Come on, give me a break. Yeah, so that's what I'm rocking. And
I
the
like it.
fact that I could just, if I'm just carrying my handgun and an extra mag and a knife and a goon beam and the hot sauce and an extra mag. If I'm running that, which by the way, I
Look
told
at
you
that
I would show you
beam.
this. Oh, the goon beam is where it's at. This is my secondary magazine currently. It's old school. I think it's Don Hume. Yep, Don Hume. Look at that.
Don Julio.
Don Hume. This thing is just super easy just to throw in there when I'm not wearing the pants that are specifically made to carry extra magazines.
I like it. I like
But yeah,
the Neo Mag stuff. I think T
yeah,
Rex right now makes the best. I think it's called the Ready Rig, and it's like literally a concealed carry chest rig that's designed to go under T-shirts.
yeah. I do like
And
that.
yeah, phenomenal.
I haven't gotten one. I would like to pick one up and kind of put one to the test, dude. I found it's not Victos. It's
Ace Tack,
what's the other one? Vertex.
Vertex.
Vertex makes that one that um, goes like at your waistline, and then it goes underneath your pants, and you can put your handgun in there, an extra mag, and then there's 3 other full size pouches that go against your whole, like from
Sick.
hip to hip. It's a crazy kind of.
When you hip, I hip, we hip.
Mm-hmm. And when I
Drew in
hit,
Oregon, good to see you, brother. Good to see you, Drewski. Tactical Muffin
Drewski,
Top,
Tactical Muffin Top. Great to see you guys.
the
Appreciate y'all.
brothers. The brothers.
Did I?
Yeah, I mean, going gray man, low vis style stuff. I don't think is that complicated because I think most of us in this chat are EDCers. And
Bro,
so
I'm sorry. I just saw. Sorry, not to cut you off. I was like, "What's in here?" And I reached into the bottom. It's got 2 of these, and I was like, "Why are they in here at the bottom?" Because they have the 2 little holes, so I could attach a tourniquet to the bottom of this. So it does. It would be way less gray man if I did that. But sorry, please. Yes, we're EDCers and gray manners. Yep.
Yep. RDR, are you going to Space Coast Range Day?
Yep.
Ooh, I sure would like to.
Him and his wife are going.
Let's shoot me some. I think I saw it, but I might have forgot about it. Space Coast Range Day.
Coast to coast.
I got to see when it is because I would like to go.
I think it's this coming up weekend or maybe next weekend. Yo, we have launch 2 is closer than ever, bro. You just wait, y'all. Just wait. You will not believe the knives that we're gonna be dropping here soon. Woo! I can't wait. Can't wait. DLD, get a Slishman in that joint. Jay will help you out.
Yeah,
Slishman.
Slishmans are nice.
What's a
It's
Slishman?
instead of using like your ETD, you can use a Slishman. It's like a stretchy bandage. You can use them as a lot of different things. They have quite a bit of usage, but it's a Slishman pressure wrap. And it's very flat and very thin. I need to get a Slishman myself. I should holler at my boy Jay.
Maybe we should
I might
be
do
like,
that tomorrow.
Yeah, for real. This is a direct call out to your boy Jay with
Prepared Citizens.
Prepared Citizens Training Group. I was like, what's the whole thing?
TG, yes.
Yeah, TG. I always forget the TG. With Prepared Citizens Training Group, the snake staff systems tourniquets. That's where I got those for you guys out there. A traditional tourney is not made for children. It is not made for pets, and it is not made for anorexic women. It will not go on limbs that are extremely thin. So for me, I have a very young daughter. So if, God forbid, something ever were to happen, I want to be able to have the equipment that I need to be able to help her stop bleeding, right? So technically, I would need more than one snake staff systems tourniquet. I would need 4 because she does indeed have 4 limbs. Also, if there's other children hurt or other people with smaller
Rats tourniquets are pretty good for little ones. But dude, I'm telling you,
a lot of people don't like the elastic, man.
I feel you. I mean, it probably hurts too, ripping that on the skin. But they all kind of hurt. But
yeah, they all hurt.
That really could give you a brutal pinch. But I mean, if you do it right, I'm telling you though, the snake staff systems ETQ, they make one that is half the thickness of the one that you have.
Really?
And yes, they make the slim. So you have the big one. Imagine the slim. It's perfect for children.
I got the big small one. So there's a small one.
There's a small one called the ETQ Slim.
I'll have to check that out. Yeah, I mean,
that's what I pocket carry all the time because it's like you barely know it's there.
It's like nothing. Yeah, the moment that I learned, so the bracket on a standard like cat tourniquet is larger than the appendages of children and adults with very small or thin arms and legs. So they won't effectively stop the bleeding. So the moment I heard that, I was like, well, dude, I need to get something that is effective. So I went to Prepared Citizen Training Group and Prepared Citizens Training Group. Jay is one of the homies. TG.
PreparedCitizensTG.com.
Okay, dope. Thank you. PreparedCitizensTG.com. So I grabbed one from him, and because he was the one that kind of put me onto it, him and Red Dawn, I was like, you know what, I'm going to support his company to get one. So if you do go over there, again, there's no relationship between us as far as like he doesn't give me anything, he doesn't pay me money to push you guys over there. I'm just trying to say like help out the homies. So if you do go to preparedcitizenstg.com, you can get one of those snake staff systems tourniquets, which are awesome. I didn't know they made the even thinner ones. That's dope. Now the listeners, Jay, if you're out there, my brother Jay Edison with preparedcitizenstg.com, if you could help a brother out, me and Red Dawn need some listeners. So it was actually
I'll hit him up tomorrow. He was actually live while the turkeys were live.
Oh, word.
So I was kind of back and forth between the 320 and Jay's live, but I'll hit him up tomorrow.
Well, it was actually the listeners of my show that put me onto it. So if you could, if you could do that, that'd be awesome. Yeah, C&T Designs, brother. He says a rats will shut that ish down if you do it right. Okay,
Yes,
I'm
they
out.
will.
Love you, bud. Nighty night. Yeah, look, they're not TCCC certified, but I know dudes that literally EDC them.
Neither is a leather belt, but that'll work too if you know what you're
Mhm.
doing.
Saved more lives than who knows what. Yeah, I mean, I think use what you got, use what you can.
Just don't do it like that cop we watched the video of.
Dude, this dude had it backwards, inside out. He tied a loop-de-loop on it, dude. And this is what I cannot believe these people that are like, I think cops should be the only ones that carry guns. Like, bro, if you saw this dude tying a tourniquet, it like, what an absolute joke. And thank God the dude didn't actually need it, right? Like if he was spewing arterial blood all over the place, he would have been in some serious no, he would have died. 100% certainty the dude would have died with a gorgeous bow tied on that tourniquet. Absolute disaster.
Flying Rich, do you have any discounts on this Space Coast Range Day? Because it's like $100 a head.
He got you. The dude basically said, tell me how many tickets you need.
Really, Richie Rich?
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure G23 Night, appreciate you, brother. He would have bled out 100%, no question.
Oh yeah. Thank God he didn't need it, and it was a training exercise.
Yeah, that is true.
The entire event was a training exercise.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, and true. The TCCC like recommended. They basically like sign off on approving things. It's not actually like, or sign off on recommending things, not like an actual approval. You are correct. DLD, if you saw the entire video that RDR posted last week, you'd be thinking differently. How so?
Which video did I post? Which one are we talking about, Robert?
I guarantee you, with how much Red Dawn and I talk, we've probably already talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
TMC, good to see you, bro. I think differently about what, though? I'd be curious to know what you're referring to.
So, civilian kit talk.
Yeah, you had mentioned the low pro from T-Rex. What can you fit in that?
Dude, like 3 rifle mags, couple pistol mags, medical. You can fit the whole gamut. You can fit everything that you want in there. I don't know if it's 3 rifle mags or 2 rifle mags. There's a knockoff version, I think, made by Ace Tech that's on Amazon for $50. But I mean, he only sells his for $100, and you're getting a lot better quality made in America.
Yeah, I'd probably go with the better quality one made in America. DLD, if you saw the entire video that RDR posted last week, you'd be thinking differently of the shootout with the Glock switch. What? That hold on, what? That's something that
the short that I posted where the cops pulled up on him.
But hold up, that was a conversation you and I had totally offline.
I posted a short about it. I posted a short of the video. That's probably what sparked the conversation about us having it.
But how did Robert Ham know about it? Or Robert Ham, what were you referring to exactly? Like what? Thinking differently about what though? Just I'm not quite sure because and it may be
about medical, maybe. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know. Because he hacked your cell phone. You can't take a half hour to apply a tourniquet. You can't take more than a half a minute to apply a tourniquet because there are some places that you get hit. You got 15 to 30 seconds, homeboy. Because you also got to get to higher care, right? And
about cops carrying firearms.
Oh yeah, no, I was just saying they're okay. So when I said that, I wasn't saying my stance on it. I was just saying there are people that say, "Oh, only cops should carry firearms," and I'm just saying that a lot of police officers are not well trained at all. They're not well trained in
cops should
shooting.
have bulletproof cars, though. I gotta say, like,
I mean,
this is the one thing. I would
idea.
become a cop tomorrow. I actually would love to be a police officer. I'm not gonna lie, but I need 150 grand, and it'd be nice to have a bulletproof vehicle. I'd probably still do it without the bulletproof vehicle for 150 grand. But
I mean, in most cases, you're going to be getting out of that thing anyway, because
yeah, but I mean,
bullets can't come in, but bullets can't go out either.
Yeah, but I'm cool with that because at least they can't come in, and I can always get out, and then I can use the car more as a shield. But we need to police should be funded more than these freaking crooks who are in the government, these charcuterie eating crooks, and all the funding that they've been wasting. Bro, cops should be well paid. The one thing they shouldn't be stressing about is money, and to risk your life on a daily basis, bro. There's teachers that make $100 grand a year.
Yeah,
dude,
and I mean,
cops should be paid more than them.
Don't get started on the whole. I mean, there are people in law enforcement that make well into the six figures, but typically you're talking like leadership roles.
They sit behind a desk.
Yeah, and just for full transparency, I wasn't making a statement of what my belief is. I was just saying that in a lot of cases, the badge cams that we see are actually pretty pitiful when it comes to shooting capabilities, marksmanship, safety with a firearm, and medical. Some cops absolutely kill it, do excellent jobs, and
see, if you're gonna make them pay for their own training, pay them 150 grand a year and build that into their salary so that they should be like, look, we're paying you this
or
much money.
Reimburse them for training that they seek out on their own.
That would work also, and reimburse them for being prepared citizens as well, stockpiles and everything else that they nods, whatever it is, they should be able to seek the highest level training and have the equipment to do it. And I think they should just pay them, continue to make them do it on their own, and have requirements. Like every 90 days, we need to see that you passed a course. Otherwise, that 150 grand that you're getting is gone, bro.
Dude, most cops qual once a year, sometimes twice a year. It's pretty pitiful. But no, I absolutely believe so. Okay. So my personal belief, I absolutely believe that all police should carry firearms. I believe that police should absolutely have a sidearm, as many magazines that they can reasonably fit on their person, and have a long gun and a shotgun. And I also think that that they should be held to a higher standard of training and marksmanship.
For sure.
So I agree with a lot of what you're saying.
I think they should always be in teams too. Like, why not? Pay them,
out here, dude. They're in partner units out here.
Should be, bro. Should be in partner units.
Yeah. Did you see the vids and stuff Redwater put out, or the security training place in Texas? They need more training too. Focus Trip went over some not too long ago. I've not seen that actually. For sure, bro. Brazilian
Absolutely.
Jiu-Jitsu. A friend of mine, a person very close to me once said, learning how to fight, like will make you tough. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu will make you a god amongst men walking the street. And yeah, it's pretty badass stuff. DB Koopa, brother, great to see you, man. Appreciate you. Many trades are far more dangerous than policing. Absolutely. And they also get paid a buttload more than the police do.
Yeah, they
But
usually do.
here's what I'm saying. Drewski, great to see you. 10 milli. Every time I see a 10 milli round, I always think of Drew. Actually, one just popped up on top of my safe. I was like, where'd that come from? Anyway,
Is that a SIG round?
it is a SIG round. It wasn't
I
mine,
know.
though.
They
Just
always
wanna
have
say
like the
that.
littlest bullet sticking out and very deep.
I know. But crazy enough, I thought it was like the SIG 10 mils were like the equivalent to some,
40s?
moderately spicy 40 Smith and Wesson, but they actually were getting pretty good ballistic tests.
SIG's ammo has seemed to be very good, honestly.
It's
I-
slightly improving compared to the dog snot they started putting out at first, but it seems to be improving. It's almost like when you put a company under some serious scrutiny that they start to improve their products QC and QA. But yeah, pay should be based on the training that they pass.
That's fire.
Dog. Yeah, that's an interesting perspective right there. The P320, you're not gonna do it. You're not gonna catch us up in this, Armsman.
If you don't get the training, you should be the bitch that does the other guy's paperwork, where he's like, "This is what I'm gonna tell you. Write it down." I'm
Yo,
not
you know
doing paperwork. You
it's
ain't
so
passed no
funny.
training, fool. You're writing.
It's funny because when you say that, the first thing I thought of is when we watched that video and John Correa was like, look, if you're remember that dude was literally like dancing around with his gun, like like not knowing what to do.
The guy
And
had him like drawn
on
like
his
this, and
radio,
then he got up. He's like,
yeah,
this
and
way.
he's dancing around like in a horse stance, like not knowing what to do. Then he shot the good guy on accident. Like, dude, absolute tragedy, right? I mean, the dude
Tracking,
lived,
bro,
right?
tracking.
Yeah, like, oh man, what a disaster. And then the dude was on his radio more than he was engaged in the, potential gunfight right in front of him. And John Correa was like, it seems like you're trying to call the police. Like
He
you need
was.
some meat-eating crime fighters to come
We
help
need
you.
the police to come
Yeah,
in that situation.
like if you're he said some people are built to call 911 and some people are built to be 911. You may want to seek out another profession. And I was like, oh, but it's so true.
It's very true.
So true. Yes, desk pop indeed. You almost got us.
Nah, you ain't getting me. We've covered enough, and there's enough internet information for everyone to indulge on for hours upon end. There's no reason for me to
look,
give more opinions over the same topic.
you could just go to the Protraband channel and have the next 8 hours of your life locked down. Like
we'll see in like a few days.
Yeah, you'll look. All the things, just all the things. Y'all know all the things. Anyway, yeah, I think look, the reality,
Stop,
because
Armstrong.
I actually here we go. Oh, nothing is as bad as Acorn Cop. I'm it, dude. I heard the sound of a suppressed firearm. What? If, I would have loved to have been like, what did it sound like? And if he was like,
sorry, my bad. Charcuterie, tactical squirrels.
Yeah, right. I swear I just heard the sound. It sounded like pew. Like what What did you? Okay, now, but there was more to this.
I have to say, I have been in the car where I'm like, what was that? Damn, that was
Dude,
a loud ass acorn.
straight
It
up.
must have just been at the right time to like,
Yeah, yeah.
oh man, that was the worst
But
of the
there
worst.
are some other things to consider. Like, okay, so the dude had sent a picture to her of him holding a suppressed handgun, right? And
Uh-huh.
then they completely patted him down. So that's one piece that didn't really get shared in that, situation, right? So they don't know. In his mind, he's like, yo, this fool got a suppressed handgun. I don't even know what to be scared of, but I am lit right now. I'm, like looking everywhere thinking there's a suppressor creeping around the corner with a
See,
6.3
I
pointing on
just
it.
don't understand the running backwards thing at all in a
Dude,
gun. Like,
he was so like,
I get like moving back and looking. I still haven't figured out like when I should just about face and start running with no cover covering my back. like,
just
like
start
just turn.
squeezing and just run. Well, here's the other thing. He
I
completely
must have
patted him
not made it
down.
to like rifle 7 to
That's what
figure
it
out
is.
this tactic.
It's because you don't have an IPSC grade. That's what it is.
I
Okay.
got it. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
a newbie. I'm just a newbie.
Yeah, I'm just an average gunfighter. That's
Yeah.
all it is. But he completely patted him down from toes to nose. All right. Brought
Wasn't he
him
already in
to
handcuffs still?
yes, yes,
In
that's
the
what I'm
car. He
saying.
was in the car actually.
In the car. He patted him down from toes to nose, found nothing on him, or took everything off of him. He had no firearm on him, took him to the cruiser, put him in there, left, and heard like, and then it just like when it hit the roof, he was just like, boom, 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 boom. And then the other chick had the old like, my partner's shooting, so I must be shooting thing. I'm like, yo, these people are
He literally
crazy.
said, "I'm hit," didn't he? He
He's
literally
said it
he
like
jumped
3
in the,
times.
"I'm hit,
And then
I'm
he
hit."
started crawling because his legs weren't working, but that was just the his adrenaline, right? Like some people haven't actually
Bro, that scene is so bad that even in like a comical cop movie, they haven't come up with that level
no,
of
no,
stupidity.
no. That is like Super Trooper 6 right there. That's so okay, that's called the fadeaway shots. I mag dump every time I hit a pothole. Ah, just freaking out. But the funny, I guess it's not funny, but it is comical. Which that's the same thing. But anyway, the interesting thing is that when some people may think that they've been in a situation where they like experience adrenaline, but like when you for real are like looking death in the face, even if you're not, if you believe that you're looking death in the face, your mind and body, you do some crazy things, dude. And yes, I have seen and or heard of and maybe even been in situations where all of a sudden like you get the stanky legs and you're like, dude, I the jello legs. Like I just think he was so petrified that his legs just didn't work because he was hit with acorn shrapnel. So like he thought that he was hit for real.
It actually makes me think that the video that we saw of the guy holding his arms out with the
Yeah.
thing at his head,
Yeah.
it might not be that bad of an idea now. They're just making sure that if
You
that
know,
acorn drops, homie can stay still.
yeah, for sure, dude. Oh yeah, it's crazy. I almost maybe next time we're yeah, I think we should play the video next time. And
Yeah.
and like a year later, like now it's probably been about I don't know, a year or so. We need to review the footage and him saying I'm hit, and using his arm to like crawl away. And I actually hold on, did the other woman shoot as well? Yeah, she shot too. She dumped like half a mag. So they put 30 rounds into this vehicle,
And didn't hit him.
didn't hit him one time.
Could you imagine how he felt on the inside?
Dude, that was the first thing I thought of.
In handcuffs and like,
He's
damn.
just like, he probably did the sideways down in because you do not have much room in the
Yeah.
back of a cruiser. Don't ask me
No,
how I know. And
I don't know how either.
but think of how trapped you would have felt because you can't get out once you're in that spot. You're in there, bro, until someone else pulls you out sideways. You're not getting out of there. You're jammed in there, dude. I think he was so terrified that like he couldn't feel his legs, and he got the jello legs from the whatever the adrenaline dump, and then the cortisol and all that. And I just think that he genuinely thought he was hit. I'm hitting the spine. Now, thank God, dude didn't actually have a suppressed handgun because he still would have been in there, not hit once, shooting back at him. Man, that's
That's a
crazy.
crazy story.
And
All
this
right.
is why we need to be prepared citizens, so we can make sure that we will know citizens. I like prepared civilians. Anyway, so we can take down police that are acting like this out in the street. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. Bad joke. Bad joke. Um, anyway, take out them to dinner is what I mean.
Yes.
Um,
That guy is a vet, like a combat veteran now after engaging in.
yeah, he was struck. He was struck in the line of duty by
I
an
hope he's
acorn.
not still an officer at all,
I
or
could
a
almost
security
guarantee you
guard.
he
Or,
is.
I hope he's home playing video games.
I hope he sold all of his firearms. Dude, there's no way that like regular, like stupid,
I think
like
was he an like a combat veteran that had PTSD or something? There
I
might have been a
believe
rumor floating around.
I
Shortly.
believe I heard that. I don't know that to be true. I just know that I had heard that. And I don't want to take anything away from anyone that, has dealt with post-traumatic stress because dude, that is life-changing in every
Sure.
possible way you can think of it. Um, but man, that's a bad situation.
So more low pro, low vis, SHTF, gray
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Let me get back to one thing because I kind of got distracted with the whole acorn thing, and then the cop thing before that. What I was getting to is that regardless of what the specific equipment is, because now actually we're coming up on over an hour and a half, and I'm actually gonna have to run soon. But I think a lot of times because so often we train with kit, we train with our gun belts and our chest rigs, our plate carriers and our helmets and nods and all this stuff. Um, if things really do pop off, if things do get like just so bad to a point where we feel like we need to equip ourselves and go out for whatever reason it may be. If you need to go acquire things, if you need to go get family, to whatever it may be. The last thing that we should do is throw all of your kit on and go out into a terrible environment and put the biggest like target on
Unless you're
yourself that you
riding with
possibly
some
can.
other dudes and y'all look like you
Not the
want to
crew to
show
mess with.
that level of
Yeah.
force. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
I agree. Depending, right? Maybe you don't. Maybe you want to roll six deep and look super low key,
maybe you
low
do.
pro, or maybe you do want to just have that look about you that like, oof, we do not want to get into it with those guys. So
Uh-huh.
it kind of depends on the situation and it depends on the dynamic of the outside, like what's going on outside. If there's like
Or,
riots and stuff like
you're
that.
called upon, the militia is called upon, and
Hmm.
tyranny has run so deep into the land that you know they are we are needed as civilians to serve in that regard, which could happen. I
Hmm.
mean, look at Ukraine as a perfect example.
Yep.
Wars in their country, they were snatching dudes off the street who did not want to go,
Hmm.
and don't get me wrong, whatever they want to go, don't want to go, I don't know whether they support the president, you don't know, but even if that happens, you should be physically ready and trained ready, because if you have to go under every other circumstance and it's the only thing, that option that's on the table, it's better to go and have been that warrior in the garden the whole time than showing up
Yeah.
as the gardener to the war.
Or maybe even equipping yourself and looking very low pro, low vis with all your stuff. Maybe eliminating the tyrants that are trying to conscript you to a war that you don't. Whatever you feel like your righteous fight is, my friend. But
Yes.
I think it's more realistic that we have a super low pro, low vis rig on like you have on right now with like a poncho or a hoodie or whatever, a jacket or something like that, than it is that we're going to be in full kit. So I implore you guys to so there was a kit that Spiritus Systems made called the Bank Robber.
Mhm.
That is a super, super low pro, low vis, very, very covert rig that is mostly like neoprene and nylon, and it's
Mhm.
like is like
It's kind of
sucked
like
to
that
your
ready
chest.
rig.
Yeah, yeah, very similar to that. And you can, I mean, the pockets work for multiple different things. So if you wanted to put mags on one side, pistol mags throughout other pockets, and then a radio on one, medical in another, or whatever, or even a pistol in one, if you needed to appear to be unarmed for whatever reason. But this is why, honestly, I love shoulder rigs too, because a shoulder rig, you could actually have your, other equipment in your waistband. You could have another pistol in your waistband if you wanted to or needed to, and then a
Mhm.
pistol under your armpit too. And if it's a horizontal pistol rig, you can have a 33 round stick mag in that thing too. I'm just saying, and it
That'd
can
be
hide
fine.
underneath a half zipped or unzipped hoodie.
Also Gadsden Dynamics. Tim Harper loves these guys. He runs a couple of their chest rigs, but they make like a 4 mag or a 3 mag stack that's just the nylon pouches. So super flat,
Nice.
just holding rifle ammo. You could probably double stack it with 9 mil stick mags. But
Facts. Have your kit with you.
yep.
That way you got it when you need it. So one of the things I'm considering is having a cheaper but trustful um, platform in the car, whether it's MP5, maybe I used to roll with that. Now I'm thinking go throw one of the cheaper ARs in the car, one that has already proven itself to me, to be
That
trustworthy.
Anderson Frontline is a good choice.
Bro, I love the front line. I may want to change out the lower currently, but because I got that lower, of course, the completely legal FRT in it right now, which due to an injunction, it's legal. And yeah, the Anderson Frontline is, dude, you can't do better than a duty rifle for $600 to $700, and it is hardcore, duty proven. Currently, there are two law enforcement agencies in Kentucky using those rifles. They're great. I got the 11.5. Thing's been awesome, and
11.5
that
is awesome.
yeah, that is a great. I love the 11.5, and then the chest rig, and then I have a little ammo depot in the trunk with magazines, loose ammo, and also medical. But then also my chest rig. So if I need to, I could literally open my trunk, throw on my chest rig, one clip, throw on my rifle, boom, and I'm done. I already got my pistol and mags on me, and all the other stuff that I keep with me daily. So that's all I got to do is throw on that little chest rig and throw on the rifle.
One other thing I think everyone should have on them almost all the time, and I have to double check if I have one on me at all times, but you should have a compass.
Facts.
You should have a compass. You can use the sun, like and the moon and all that, if you know where you live and what
That's
things look like. But
good to see you, man. I want some Korean barbecue. Sorry, good to see you.
yeah, compass is something that you should have somewhere on you.
And not just a compass on your device.
A digital one or a
I'm saying have a real compass on you.
yeah, they do make like the one you can kind of slip on to your strap.
Yeah, that kind of
Which
digs in. I personally I found it uncomfortable, but I
I haven't
guess
tried it.
Is it? I mean, do you think that it would make sense to like always have a get home bag in the car with survival gear?
I mean, it would
Is
make sense to, yeah, as long as for the most part, it depends on how far you travel every day, right? Like you don't need a
yeah,
massive get home bag if you never go more than 20 minutes from the house.
yeah.
You'd be better off having an extra pair of clean socks and
Mhm.
a poncho, and that could be your get home bag. It could be different for every person depending on what they do
Yeah.
normally.
Yeah, like we talked
Um,
about that scenario where, you're an hour away from the house and something happens that just shuts everything down. That's a 12 or so hour, ride back until you steal a bike. For Tejas says, I know T-Rex arms can be pretty gay, but the Ready Rig is a decent mobile option for a chest rig. Low profile, easy to don, and decently capable. Their low profile plate carrier is decent as well. Nice.
mhm.
Appreciate that. They've eaten the cats. Nice. Well, let's go ahead and wrap it up. I got to hit the road ski. I got to be up early in the morning, believe it or not. And it's already 12:15 a.m. So, Red Dawn, what would you like to do to finish the end of the show?
Just want to thank you for having me on. You guys probably know we'll talk about equipment for the next forever.
Yeah.
So,
Do we ever not talk about equipment?
what's equipment?
Anything that you use in the aspect of survival, preparedness, and
Oh, yeah,
preservation of
the thing
life?
we talk about all the time. That stuff.
Dude, look, I'll be real. I mean, it's kind of so I had someone viewer hit me up on Instagram and they were like, last time we were talking about stuff, you had said like, hey, it's hard for me to come on here and be like, you know, like let's exit this life of consumerism and convenience and blah 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 blah. But yeah, check out all this gear and da da da. He said you guys do a really good job of like, explaining, good
You could
morals,
always sew it
good
yourself.
values. Yeah, and like, we're not saying like, "Oh, bro, you gotta check out this company's this and this stuff. It's 59, but right now it's on sale for 7% off." And that we don't want to just push people to go buy stuff and consume.
Mhm.
But if there are things that you can use to, I mean, potentially increase your odds of survival if God forbid something terrible happened, or like Red Dawn said, go get some other kit that you got laying around the house, chop it up, cut it up, sew it up, whatever, make your own stuff, but just make sure you have the equipment that you need to be to give yourself every advantage that you possibly can. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and I mean the other thing when it comes to some of this stuff is that your enemies are not cutting corners. They're
Mhm.
not they're not waiting for you to, not have a proper tool or something that works. So when we talk about this stuff, it's because we just want you to be as equipped as possible when facing a near peer enemy. And, you know, are we into buying stuff? No. I think that you should plan out your kits. I think I could have done better over that time. I think I've actually done fairly well considering how long I have been buying kits.
Mhm.
But I think that the key to all this is practice, 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 training, familiarity, and that will get you by over everything else, right? And that also is going to be consuming. You're going to consume ammo, you're going to consume shoes, you're going
Yeah.
to you're going to buy pants, and you're going to have to, at least at some point, unless you have like a factory of your own of Oompa Loompas that are making everything for you in life. Unfortunately, we live in a world where you must use some form of a supply chain to get the
Mhm.
goods that you need, unless you're Amish. And yeah, so we would hopefully like to point people in a direction that can not be the most costly option all the time, but just give you options for being as prepared as possible. And all these options out there, they may work for some people, they may not work for other people. Everybody's on their own journey of gathering the goods they need because this is an extremely expensive, for sure. I talk about this all the time.
Yeah.
This is extremely expensive to be a prepared civilian.
Yeah.
And that is in regards of stockpiling food that you may not need right now for the week to eat, but you may need it in case of an emergency. Stockpiling medical gear for emergency medical, where hopefully you never even have an emergency.
Yo, canned chicken,
cheap.
bro. Canned chicken, dog. And canned chicken, of course, canned tuna is great, right?
Canned salmon.
We talk about canned chicken. Yo, that night I literally took the canned chicken, drained it and all that, put it in this they call it what the I'm totally drawing a blank on the what's the kind of chicken? It's like sweet. It's called a soyaki sauce. So it's like soy teriyaki with like garlic and honey and all that. Anyway, I basically made it into like Chinese food. Like I sauteed it and then made this like soyaki sauce and put it over rice and veggies. Bro, canned chicken. And it was like, so you know, like you're saying, get what you get.
Take a little mayonnaise,
get through it.
And put a little water on it and add some like cayenne pepper to it. And that's the same as like the Japanese white sauce. It's super fire. You can make that real quick.
I don't do that, but I appreciate you sharing. Someone's going to do it. But yeah, get whatever you get, you can eat through, right? Like you don't have to get like, you know, preppernow.com, you know, BS or whatever. I don't even know if that's a brand, but like, you know, so, okay. So T for Tejas said, I guess I just did that. What we're more so talking about is like, you know, this channel is sponsored by Vertex, and Vertex has this gear and this, and you should get Vertex because Vertex is the best. And Vertex could be excellent, but when you purchasing something or not financially impacts me, then all of a sudden stuff that I say may make a little bit less sense. And then you're like, okay, well, DLD, let me ask you a question. There's this Victos chest rig and there's this Vertex chest rig. Which one should I get? If I'm like, well, Vertex is definitely the best. And well, hold on. You just said you were sponsored by Vertex. I'm just saying getting an impartial like truth about something is way better than not knowing if someone is saying something just because they're financially impacted by it. But make sure you guys go and take some classes at SonoranDesertInstitute.com. SDN is the biggest sponsor of the show. I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
And before the apocalypse happens, make sure you buy my hat because it's super cool and it'll keep you safe. There's a big sale on testosterone. You need to stockpile into the mountains because your health comes first. And you can use my discount code at
BSS10. Yo, literally.
Bullshittery.
Okay, no joke. Literally, the dude was like, we are on our way to World War. We can see it, I can feel it, and these hats are running out of stock. So make sure you get yours quick. I was like, bro, what? What? Are you serious? Did you? Black multicam trucker hats are on their way out, guys.
He's pretty good though. You know, we joke about Black Scout, but Black Scout, we do love you. I watch your videos.
I watch your stuff.
I think you do a good job. You did a bomb video on the JFK stuff. The JFK stuff has been not combed through probably as much as what he dropped recently. And we're just joshing with you, man. But, you know,
look,
there's a lot of people out there that do a lot of that stuff.
Do you want to know why I bust chops a little bit? And I do. Again, I say it all the time. I literally watch his stuff. I watch Black Scout Survival. I don't. The reason that I bust his chops is because a bunch of my viewers went in there and they were like, you know, DLD sent me, DLD sent me, DLD sent me. And then some of them started acting up, like making fun of him. I didn't sanction this behavior, right? One of them specifically, John Crump, thank you. And he went in like as me, like saying, so I think he had a fake account that like looked like me, something like that. So when I actually went in there and started like watching and talking, he banned me. He banned anyone. Go ahead, anyone. Go into Black Scout Survival's live stream and say DLD After Dark sent me. You will get immediately banned. No lie.
So just go in there and say Red Dawn Readiness sent you, and you should be fine.
You might. unless someone else goes. So now someone else is going to go up in there and be like, Red Dawn told me you're a shill. Your trucker hats are going out of stock. Anyway, so yeah, I bust his chops, but I do get a lot of value watching his
I
stuff,
actually miss his
and
survival stuff.
I know, bro, the stuff from the beginning, man. It was,
And then like right after we did that shit'll get you killed, he had
the next
stuff
day.
it
Okay,
was
so
interesting.
we shouldn't.
No, don't do it.
Yeah.
Let's not get into
Let's just say this, that
Black Scott, I think you're doing good work, brother. You're doing better work than a lot of people out there. Keep up the phenomenal work.
good work, man.
Yeah.
Great work. Keep it up. I'd be curious to see where you're getting your material from, but keep it up. He's never going to see this. Thanks, Rodney. Anyway, let's keep it moving. All right, so make sure you go follow Red Dawn Readiness. Red Dawn, you want to close it out with some fatherly advice? Go have babies. Go make babies. Have families.
Yep. Don't let your wife work. Homeschool. Pay all the bills. Learn to do things, man. Like, all right, here's an example. My phenomenal wife, who's amazing. We like making quesadillas. It's a super easy thing that the kids like. You take the quesadilla, little bit of cheese. You could use your canned meat, right? And you just fold it and sear both sides, and bam, you got a quesadilla. So she learned how to make quesadillas from scratch with flour and how to make the whole thing itself.
Well, like how to make the tortilla.
The tortilla.
Nice. My mom does that.
Yeah. So like just learn, keep learning. Life is such a long journey of how to become more self-sufficient. You will always consume something, try to consume smartly. And as I always say, get your group together, help people, work together, because we are stronger together. And Jesus Christ is King and Lord, because at the end of the day, we are all going to turn back to dust. So get your faith right. Eternity is a thing that exists, and you want to be there. So stay prepared, everybody. It's your boy Red Dawn Readiness on all platforms. Definitely sub up to the Instagram. Also, go sub up to Always Armed Instagram. I actually just started running the social media for a local gun store around here, and I'm excited to see how it works out. So Always Armed in Orlando. They're doing great stuff.
Is it at Always Armed in one word, or is it separated? Because that would be good if we actually
look for the lightning bolt.
Gotta keep them separated. Let's see here.
It should be 2 words.
Always .armed. If you guys so search always .armed, you'll see a lightning bolt. And this is the gun shop that Red Dawn is going to be running the social media for, and the more that we can engage with him and the gun shop, and the more followers he gets, the better he looks. So if you guys could do me a favor, go on Instagram and follow the here. You know what, my bad, I didn't follow back, I'm tripping. There you go.
Armsman will Armsman has holsters in the store. Armsman, I got to make sure that I'm following you. We'll get it all together. I just started today doing it for him, so we're gonna be growing and putting out cool stuff over there. So I got to play with the 43X Koa today. It was interesting, but
nice. I do. It is cool. It's cool that the full size Koa fits on the 43X and 48 and 43 and all that. That is dope. So. All right, yeah, guys, make sure we support Red Dawn and check him out on all platforms. And also, if you could, go support him at Always Armed, because the more we, there you go, you're already growing in followers. Beautiful. The more we support each other, the more we all grow, right? A rising tide raises all ships, or something like that. But guys, remember, in the end, we are still in the middle. Like, don't let all the stuff that's going on politically fool you. We are still engaged actively in a culture war, and they are warring with your culture. So it is incumbent upon you to be a warrior of culture. Right now, you got to get right with God and get right with your families. Jesus Christ just wants a relationship with you, and I'd encourage you to respond to Him. A lot of people say that they spend their life seeking God. They need to seek God and find God. Well, God has already texted you, and you left Him on red, right? You just need to respond to Him. That's it, and get to know Him. And you can do so by visiting His Word, because He will text you back. And if anyone has any questions about what it is or what it looks like to get right with God, as we say, feel free to hit any of us up. And that includes myself, Red Dawn, Flying Rich, Josh or Black Diamond Guns and Gear, and I encourage all you guys to do so. And look, in the end, for us to be great men in this, this very, very odd, strange time, we need to make sure that we're being good men, good leaders, good spiritual leaders, leaders in your household, leaders within your community, leaders within your church. And to show up like a leader, you have to hold yourself to higher standards and expectations. Some of the rules that I like to share with you guys at the end of every show are: only shop for knives at definitionknives.com. No, let me stop.
Money can't buy knives.
That is true. Money cannot buy knives. Money cannot buy co-pilots. I'll tell you that. But rule number one is to be kind. It's so important that we're kind in everything that we do. That brief interaction that you have with somebody else could have a massive impact on their life. So be kind. We are door holders. We're the kind of people that shut down our ego and our pride and hold the door for other people, even if we disagree with them. Rule number two is to live a life of care, compassion, contribution, give to others. When you bless others, you become blessed, because a hand that's open to give is open to receive. And I promise you, if you live your life like that, you will see that all the time. Remember that. And rule number three, quite possibly my favorite, because we know the only way for us to defeat evil is with good men skilled in violence. Make sure that you're becoming as highly skilled in violence as you possibly can be, and be safe, be dangerous, and keep that thing on you. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are out of here. I so appreciate all y'all. Support Red Dawn, support Goonbeam, support Gideon, support all the homies, because we need to support each other. Shop at DLDhardware.com, shop at definitionknives.com, because honestly, that's the way that I'm feeding my family. And I love y'all so much. And you may see this Saturday, you may see us go live on the Green Place. And I think we're going to get 100,000 views this Saturday.
That'd be awesome.
Drewski, so true, Dark Knight. Love you, brother. Drewski, you're the man, and I love you. I love all y'all. And shout out to Kurt24, because last stream, Tuesday, he sent me a $25 Cash App, and I didn't see it because I fell asleep. I didn't even do a show. He was like, yo, just in case I fall asleep on Tuesday, I'm going to send you this Cash App in advance. I was like, bro. And then I fell asleep. So anyway, look, I love y'all so much. Thank you. Let me see. Hope y'all have a bed tonight. Stay warm. Take great care of one another. Hope you got something warm to eat. Dang. Man, I hope you do as well, man. God bless you. God bless all you guys. If you need anything, holler at me, and we'll catch y'all on the flip side. Peace out. Peace out, Red Dawn.
Over and out.
Over and out. Yo, and Armsman, thank you for that $2.90, my brother. And let me know what you think about the package. All right. I would like to see if you've inspected my package and what you think of it. I love you. Bye-bye.